How's it going, everyone? Jason from Unretired Gaming TV, and today we're going to be looking at a Mage Hunter build that's built around the Arcanist Sigillus. So this is a dual wielding pistol build with Mage Hunter, and if you're new to the game, Mage Hunter is Inquisitor plus Arcanist. The links will be in the description in regards to points allocation and devotions. Okay, now I'm just gonna go through the gear, what I like about it and whatnot. Not gonna go too much into the points and whatnot. You can look at it for yourself. You can see the points that I have here as well. I can just give you a little quick preview, I guess. So basically, full Arcanist, full Inquisitor. I went full on here with range. So this is more like of a auto attack build if you'd like. I did take the Rune of Hagarad and I put pretty much max points with it. Well, it's not max, it's max with the extra skill points as well. Deadly Aim, Inquisitor Seal with the Arcane Empowerment, Artifact Handling, which is very good, Word of Renewal, and the rest here. For the ultimate skill, I'm putting air quotes on this, it's the Aura Conviction. You can change this up as much as you want. You can go for the Aura of Sensor as well if you're going more for a fire build. This would be much better if you're going for a fire build. It would be much better to go Inquisitor and Demolitionist anyways. And for Arcanist, didn't really take too many points into anything except in for Inner Focus, Escandra's Elemental Exchange, since we're based on an auto-attacked system that does elemental damage, which would be cold, fire, and lightning. So this here, Overload and Elemental Balance. Just for some protection here, I just put basic points, one basic point to mirror the Erectus mirror. I know everybody likes that. Maven Sphere with the conversion as well. 1 point into Alexstras's Flash Freeze, Absolute Zero. I think I put 1 or 2 points into Arcane Will, I forget here, and into Nullification. Again, like I always say in all my build videos, if you want to change around the points, go on ahead. It really depends on your playstyle. So if we turn on the auras here, I have Whirlwind Blades, which is a part of a component. Scandra Exchange and Aura of Conviction. And as an extra component, I have which is for auto-attacking Baroness Fury, which is fairly amazing. I mean, at 7 charges, you can see it goes up to 110%, 114% main hand damage, which is quite a bit depending on your main hand. And for my offhand, since they're both similar in stats, that's what you see right now. The elemental damage. What's really great about this is the plus 20% to all damage and plus 40% elemental damage. So even if you're moving around, which what you'd be expecting from this build, it's not, you can't just stay like this and expect to survive. You're always moving. You're putting your Rune of Hagrad, you're putting your Inquisitor Seal, you're using your Flash Freeze to stop them in their tracks. To confuse them, you're using your horn, right? Your horn. Anyways, don't forget to put in your Maven Sphere of Protection right here. And you're set to go into the world and start massacring everything. But let's look at the gear. The gear is based on a 4-set piece of the Rune Binders. I didn't go for the 5-set piece because I'm not a fan of the two-handed range weapons, as you all know. But what's great is at the 4-set piece, you get the +2 to skills of Inquisitor. Alright, so I have the Rune Binders, really great pants. I have Bane as a relic. I prefer Serenity, which would have been way better for what you would call it, resistances right off the bat. Tinker's Ingenuity. That's the best roll I've gotten in regards to poison and acid resistance and bleeding resistance. So if you do get something better than this, totally replace that. I would replace Badge of Mastery to something else. this is just what I have at the moment. This is replaceable. Mythical Time Warp Walkers, just for the points into Arcane Will or Conviction. As you can see, the resistances are quite good as well, and they granted skill Time Warp, Terror, Warp, and Time itself at the location of your attacker, which is quite good. It adds a 60% chance to slow the target basically for 1 second, which you'll see fairly often if you have those boots. I have Mythical Wormbone Handguards, replaceable. It's more for this the stats themselves, like the fire, lightning damage, the health itself, 525 plus 2% physique. It does have plus 2 to artifact handling, which is pretty good. It does have a granted skill Volcanic Worm's Breath, which you'll see once I show you the auto attacking in itself. These 2 rings, I really want to replace them, but it's more for the elemental damage themselves, the Invoker's Shocking Touch and the Invoker's Burning Hand. This is a part of a 4-set piece of Invoker's Will. So just having that 2 set is 120% elemental damage in itself. Obviously, this is the Runebinder's Gem. If you want to see the full set, obviously you can go take a look at my previous video in that regards. Runebinder's Hat. Now, these 2 weapons are so good in themselves. They do Aether damage, elemental damage, add spirit, offensive ability. It really depends on the roll that you got when it drops. It's pretty good because it does add attack speed 18%, and this one is 14%. Casting speed, I mean negligible unless you're going full on magic casting. The plus skills is quite good, plus 3 to Overload, Escandra's. This one is the same, plus 3. And what's extremely good is the plus 1 to skills of Inquisitor. So all the skills of Inquisitor, you get that. We don't use Penalties replicating missiles, so whatever about that. Same thing for this one. This one, I think the difference is this one has the increased health regeneration by 11%. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So this one, I put the Shard of Baranath, as I explained previously, and in this one I put the Seal of Blades, which adds that piercing damage and bleeding damage as well. Granted skill Whirlwind Blades, which is what we have on right here, which adds I believe it's piercing resistance, 15% piercing resistance, and that 8% increase to armor. That's quite exceptional as well. Now I'm just going to do some auto attacking. Just auto attacking itself, it gets stronger and stronger, right up until the point that you get the 7 ones of Baranath's Fury, like that, up until 7. Deadly and procs, it hardly takes anything. See, it comes back on almost automatically. From my devotion, Dryad's Blessing. So just do this again. Dryad's Blessing cleanses your wounds and wards you against poison, which is very good, especially for the Forgotten God areas expansion. A lot of mobs do poison attacks. So how I would work this out is I usually would do Word of Pain, I would do my seals, my horn, and I would use the Flash Freeze in case someone comes over. And obviously if we're beating more of a boss, then we want to put Nullify, same thing. It's very straightforward. So if we go on here, I'll just so it's quite straightforward. It does good enough damage. Yes, I put Ghoulish Hunger. So you can put in your seal. We know that this is going to come up. The lower mobs, it's very negligible, but once you get to higher levels, obviously you really need to be moving around constantly. Otherwise you'll be needing your Mirror of Erectus. So if I'm using mirror, here, and I didn't use it very well, but if you're using mirror, it'll just do some reflecting damage. Retaliation damage, and it'll do 100% damage absorption. So you might want to maybe put more skill points into the mirror. Again, it's really up on how you do your playstyle. Not gonna read. This is just like a base build that you can use and modify as you will. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed as of yet. More builds are to be coming as well in regards to I do have a Death Hunter that's coming up, and we'll be using the legendary sets that I've painstakingly farmed like crazy, and you know, it's not easy getting everything in this game. So that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.